Since I have two different bass tracks in this project, I'm going to process each one a little bit differently. And in the previous video, I showed you how to apply an insert slot effect to this dirty track. And now I'm going to add a different type of effect to the clean track. I want to compress it a little bit differently than the dirty track right here. So I'm going to solo that. I'm going to click on this section of the bass and type P on my computer keyboard. That's going to place the left and right locators around that event. And you'll notice that the cycle mode is on in my transport control. Now I'm going to listen to that track in its dry state without any effects added to it. And while I'm listening to it, I'm going to apply an insert effect that I want, which is a compressor. And I'm going to go to the first slot here in the Inserts tab, which you can also get to from the Channel Settings window. But I'm going to go into the Dynamics category, and I'm going to call up the Vintage Compressor. This is an approximation of an 1176 compressor, a very, very popular analog compressor from yesteryear added as a virtual plugin. And so the controls look virtually identical to that of a real 1176 compressor, and this compressor comes with Cubase. So what I want to do is add some compression to this track. So I'm going to increase the input control to add more compression. The more I turn that up, you'll notice that the more gain reduction I'm going to get. But now I've made the track quite a bit louder. What I'm going to do to make up for that is to turn down the output level so that I get a compressed signal, but not a louder signal. And then the compression ratio I'm going to change right here to 4:1. You'll find that some compressors do have a dry-wet control for doing parallel compression. In this particular sense, I don't want to add any of the original dry signal back in. I want it to be completely the compressed signal that's coming through. And I want to listen to it before and after. That's what the bypass effect button right here is for. Let's listen to it before and after. So much smoother now with that compression. I'm going to turn the output up a little bit to rebalance the input versus output level. And now let's listen to both of those tracks together. So there's that distorted track that we had earlier, so I'll solo that along with the clean signal, and let's hear what sort of balance we get. Yeah, now we're talking. Before we had those two different types of effects, this performance sounded quite a bit different. Let's bypass the insert effects on the clean track as well as the inserts on the distorted track. But when we turn on both of those level-based effects, we get this very, very tough sounding bass track with some real dirt and grind in it. And again, inserts are where you're going to assign level-based effects like compressors, noise gates, tape saturation, and so forth. You'll typically not put reverbs and other time-based effects in the inserts. And next I'll show you send effects.